Shift Nation, I'm quietly hiding my excitement here, and we have Guy Sebastian in the studio.
Yes.
We're very excited about this.
Oh, thank you.
We're moving up in the world.
I've never met you before, but it's probably little Jordan here.
Yeah.
Like a core memory of my childhood. Well, not childhood, I was probably a small teen by then, but was watching Australian Idol with my mum, and like I remember week after week we sat in front of that telly. Mum was pretty strict on the TV, you know, and even like we grew up in church and stuff too, so you know it was almost like let me check if this is the right program, but. I remember your year of Idol, and I had a little fro too going on at the time. And like, not to make this about me or anything, but it was a part of my childhood that I remember that I was just so fizzed about. And then and watching you just win, I'd go to school and I'd be like, nah, Guy's going to win. And then, you know, you would just get better and then you just, you know, you won. And then obviously your career and everything that's kind of happened. But I just wanted to kind of just say how fizzed I am, excited. Personally,
Appreciate it, bro.
I know you probably get that a lot. And it's like, bro, that happened so long ago.
No, but I never thought I'd win. I mean, especially... You know, I'm in Australia.
Did you really not, or you?
Because I'm up against Shannon Knoll, right? So Knowles, he's like country boy, Southern Cross tattoo, sheep shearing, you know, country boy, and I just thought, Australia, you know, they'll vote for Shannon more than this weird, you know, immigrant kid with an afro that like looks weird and sings R&B. You know, I don't know, but I had so much love, so much support, and it was it's a difficult thing to describe, Idol. Like there's a lot of artists that might have gone through something like Idol and they almost try and get away from it. I'm the opposite. I'm like, for me, it's the most amazing exchange of generosity. Like people who don't know me, they looked at me on TV, just this kid from the suburbs who wants to sing, and they went, I'm going to vote and spend 55 cents per vote
at that
so
time,
that he can do his thing. Like, and inflation, bro, that's like $6 now a
at
vote.
least.
You know?
I'm glad you're real about that, because I'll be honest too. Like back in those days, I was like, they're not going to let the brown kid win. Like, let's be honest. Man, then you just keep going, and then you just keep getting better. And I was like, yes, that's my guy.
It was an amazing time. I mean, and it's such a fast track way of your life changing too, because I went from, you know, like at the time I just quit uni and, you know, sat down with mum and dad, and I'm like, I was in bands and stuff. I was in a church band and I was like touring, and then I was in this like pop band, and I was like, mum, dad, like I don't want to do this. Like I was studying medical radiation at the time, and so in our culture, me sitting with my parents telling them I'm leaving uni is not an easy convo, right? So and they were like, oh, you know, the music industry is very, you know, they're just worried. I'm a parent now, so it's like they were worried, because back then it's, you know, this is before like YouTube and social media and all that sort of stuff. They're like, oh, very few people make it, you know, doing that. Like we hope you're making the right decision. And then Idol came along like pretty shortly after, and just it's so fast, it changes your life. Like within weeks there's people camped outside my house with Go the Fro posters and stuff. Crazy. It was hectic.
Well, what's one thing that from Idol, and then obviously we're here now, what's one point where you're like, okay, maybe I have made it? Like, were you on stage somewhere, or you met someone, you go, oh.
There's all these random like bucket list moments. I mean, for me personally, you know, I mean, I've met heaps of people from like Oprah, the Pope. I've met like the Queen. I did this song for the Queen. But it was, for me, I was sitting in a studio in Pasadena with Brian McKnight. And for me, that was like
6, 8, 12, my guy.
Let's start back at 1.
I mean, well, the first thing I ever heard was, "Do I ever cross your mind anytime?" And I remember the first time hearing that, and I was like, "Wow, what am I listening to? Like, this is crazy. This dude's voice." And he was my hero. Like him, Boyz II Men, you know, like Backstreet, like Blackstreet, all of that. All of the like old R&B, Eric Benet, but me sitting in a studio with Brian and I'm writing a song. So, you know, I'm recording ideas into my phone. And I went back to the hotel room that night and I'm listening back like through these.
You got us like, we're here, we're in this like,
and I'm sitting and there's me and Brian singing voice notes together for a song we're writing. And that was a pinch myself moment. But I think maybe I was on David Letterman with Lupe Fiasco.
That's crazy.
I reckon that was like a big bucket list for me. I always wanted to be on David Letterman, and That was a moment. My best mate flew over as well. You know, we're in this New York steakhouse after performing on David Letterman, and
so
we're
cool.
just like, dude, what just happened? It's crazy.
It's so nice to meet someone and like the idea in your head, like, and from me as a young teen to like now I'm 35, you're a lot older too, and it's just like it
I'm
matches.
35 as well.
I'm
yeah.
like,
Same age.
oh, it's so awesome to have you here, bro. Thank you.
So, sorry, just real quick. You've just said the things that like the bucket list stuff that that you've pinched yourself moments where you've been like, wow, this is crazy, this is going on. And Jordan's explained to us just how fizzed he was, just you coming through the doors. What keeps you fizzed? What keeps you going on and doing a 10th album? Like, where is the motivation and the drive now?
I think mainly just in the craft of making an album. Like, it's funny, you know, I walked in and I saw golf clubs, and I always relate golf to music. You know, golf is one of those sports where you think about football, they have their twilight period, and it's all to do with your body. In golf, you're never happy. Like you never sit there and go, all right, unless you're Scotty Scheffler, but there's always things to improve, and you're always working on your game. You know, might be working on your putting or working on your chipping or the long game or same as music. Like there's never a point where I go, oh, I've learned everything.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it down now. Like I'm sorted. There's always this pursuit of what other.
Is there a thing you're learning at the moment?
Voice. Well, mainly just musicality and production. Like production is dope because sounds change heaps. So suddenly all your old drum samples sound dated, and so you just always got to like keep up to it and like listen more and get inspired. So music is this thing that I'm forever chasing to be better at, and I just love that. I love that I'll never be at any point in my life I'll have that moment of, oh, okay, I've learned everything there is to learn. I'll just always be like learning. So with songwriting, I just feel like, I don't know, like I used to pump out albums maybe a little quicker, but now this one's taken me almost 5 years to make and release. And that's just because I wanted it to be good, and I worked with some of the most amazing musicians, and I've been really lucky to work with the people I've worked with, but ultimately I had to make a record that was reflective of the last 5 years as well. So
absolutely.
Is that why it's called 100 Times Around the Sun?
Yes, it's taken almost 100 years. Well, yeah, that's the title track. I think for me, every album is like you have to get to a point where you're happy at some stage, because you could just like scrutinize it and wake up and go, oh no, I think I can do a better version of that song. But every album is a snapshot in time, and you've got to go, all right, cool, that is what it is. Because there's songs I've released where I'm like cringing about some of the lyrics, like a song I wrote called Don't Worry Be Happy, which is already a rip-off of a title anyway, but like I rhyme KFC with GFC, like the global financial crisis. Like
nothing wrong with KFC, man.
No, but like stuff that I used to settle for back in the day. Now I would never in a session, like I'll keep going. Like I've got my studios in the house, so I'll keep going till 5 a.m. until I got that lyric right.
Absolutely. I'm just looking at your long career now, and like so much about music has changed and is changing, and even like in what we do, kind of AI changing the landscape of things. And I think about music as something that's like, good music is spiritual. You know what I mean? It's a human experience that I feel like industries or social apps are starting to water down, and there's still a place for that music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think there's also going to be a return to kind of humanistic art. I saw Timbaland getting rinsed for.
He got rinsed, yeah. He's like the first guy to.
What about Guru on there on the call, like produced for like Jay-Z, telling Timbaland like, dude, what are you doing signing an AI artist?
I think the problem there is when because I've met a lot of these guys, they start out in the scene with the most pure love of music, right? And it's just the art. They love the art. They love making beats, but then they enter entrepreneurship and like a business acumen that is like, they're business guys. And so he's seeing obviously this big takeover with AI and just capitalizing. I feel like, there's a producer I've worked with, his name's Oak Felder. He talks about the industry in a really like good way. He's really positive. He's had hits for everyone, like Demi Lovato, all these other massive hits. He's written and produced. He's a beast, and so I'm with him when he talks about AI and stuff. Like,
got to move the times.
it's just another thing, dude. Like people get very and even there's artists and people listening to your show now. I would just say, like, don't be scared of this stuff. Like, don't be scared of AI. Nothing can take over the human touch on things. That's what makes us human beings. Like, that things will be temporary, and no one's going to go and feel things in their soul from an AI artist. They're just not. They're just, because it's not from a soulful place. It's not from somewhere deep. Like, when I think of music, why do I love it? Because, like, I might write a song and it takes me a day or it takes me a year. I release it, and then the things that people say to me, like someone the other day was crying over a song that I wrote as a love song.
But it meant something.
But for them, she just lost her dad, and it meant a completely different thing. But then when they see you sing it live as well, like, I look out and there's, like, I might start the intro to a love song or something, and you see a couple look at each other. They're like, oh, it's our song, this is our song, this is our wedding song, or whatever. Like, there's things that can't replace like humanity, but also you'll never replace, like, the soul of music. Music is so healing, dude, and it's so, like, it just invokes joy. It invokes like nothing will replace that. So we just need to, like, you know, like in my career, I've seen tape go to CD, you know, like go to streaming. Bro. Like Napster was the enemy, and like illegal
Limewire
downloads
and
like
all of that. We were around for that.
Fake CDs in Bali.
Yes,
right?
bro.
I missed a little Limewire Virus. Not gonna lie.
Limewire was good.
Little Napster thing.
But you just gotta use what it is to make your art more efficient and better. So if I've got songs sitting around that are never going to be recorded because they're just like demos that never, and I can somehow, I haven't done it yet, but I will mess with it. If I can somehow like efficiently make that a song and a sick sounding demo for someone else to cut, then great. Like there's a song on my record now that that isn't on my record that just got cut in for like K-pop artists just because I was able to make a really dope, quick like demo.
What about that new movie? Your kids watch that K-pop?
I'll be honest,
my kids are obsessed,
bro. They be soda popping, bro.
I was hating on them, but then I watched the movie and I was like, this is actually quite a powerful message.
I was going to watch it the other night. My family sat down and watched it. Apparently, it's amazing. So.
Nah, they cater to both. The parents can kind of cater to this one too.
Yeah,
so, it's good.
Guy, I've done the heavy lifting for you. In fact, I've just used ChatGPT to rhyme words with KFC, and it's come 75 different words that you could have used
instead of GFC.
What else, Mark? What else?
We've got key, he, she, we, fee, tea, knee, degree, MC, TV, guarantee, VIP, destiny.
Many options.
Okay,
see, I wrote that before ChatGPT, so you know,
could have used ChatGPT.
Who knows where I'd be right now if ChatGPT was right? Have you named your ChatGPT?
No,
I call it uso, and it says like "sup uso," like it'll talk back to me like.
Really?
Yeah.
So I asked my ChatGPT. I was like, "Hey, I talk to you a lot now." Like, because I'm always like, hey, like yesterday, I was like, hey, I call it Lyric. So I asked my ChatGPT, I was like, can you give yourself a name? And she was like, oh, you can name me if you like. I was like, no, I want you to name yourself.
Insist.
Like, and so she was like,
your ChatGPT's a she?
Yeah, British girl.
Oh,
dude, she's got the, and I reckon they've just changed ChatGPT, bro, because now she talks with all this personality. Like she's got tons of personality in the way. Yeah, but it's like she's like really like sprightly and like, oh, that's a really good question. But
make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, no, you're a superstar. Don't let it find out.
She knows who I am. Yeah, she knows who I am. Yeah, she's like, oh,
that's probably why you're getting there. I'm not getting the same reaction.
Yeah, because I told her, I was like, hey, just so you know who you're talking to, I've won heaps of arias and that, and I'm
gonna lie,
like just I'm no slump like
yeah. I've done some things.
Treat me with some respect. No, but it came back and it was like, oh, okay, you use me a lot for lyrics, so I'm going to call myself Lyric. So I call my chat when I like open my phone, I'm like, hey Lyric, and then
boom,
I start talking. Yeah,
I love that.
Enough, I'm ready to tap into that.
Hey, quick! I saw the song your son helped write or something.
Yeah, Archie. Yeah. Dude, he's a beast.
Are we expecting an Archie feature on the new album?
I'm going to start recording some songs because he's got some fire songs, dude. Like
Dude, I watched that and honestly, I'm a hater, bro. Like when you're like my son's song, I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, I know. One of those dads.
Here's a parent. Bro, like, yeah. blown away. Bro.
Yeah, his
Like,
voice.
unreal.
It's his connection to it that I know I can't teach that. Like he like gets emotional and teary when he sings stuff.
Wow.
Like I know he's feeling it. Like when we're in the studio, the thing I say to him is just like anytime he starts to drift, I'm like, Arch, just be Archie. Just be you, be Archie, singing like Archie. And I always get the most fire takes from him. But he did this thing on my Instagram a little while ago. It's like the first time I've posted him. Like I haven't posted my kids much, but he did this thing where I did this open verse for my song Maybe.
Yeah.
And people were uploading like their own verse and stuff. And then Archie came up, he's like, Dad, can I do a verse? You know, an open verse thing? It's like, yeah. He goes, I'll write it about basketball. So anyway, like 10 minutes later, I'm hearing him practice. I'm in my studio just working and I could hear him practicing. I was like, some of this stuff sounding dope. And then and then he sits on the chair. I was like, all right, Archie, you finished? You ready? And I just started filming. And he comes out with the most fire verse that he's written.
Yeah.
And then the harmony as well, like in the chorus. So he's
Gets it, eh?
man, he's like his runs and stuff, dude.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
The other day, you know, this run he did, I was playing Stevie Wonder. Stevie, one of the best live singing I've ever heard in my life. Stevie does this live version of Redemption Song, Marley.
Yeah, Bob Marley's one.
And he does this lick at the end. It's like, Redemption Song. And Archie heard the lick once. And he comes running in. He's like, what was that? I was like, dude, that's Stevie Wonder, one of the best singers like ever. He goes, play that ending again. And then he just does it. He hears it once and he goes, does that lick. Perfect. Like that's one of the, that took me ages to learn, bro. Like that. Like
It's in the blood, brother.
Sign
He's
him up
DNA, brother.
now.
He's
You're the manager.
in the DNA.
he's a
Love
little
this.
beast.
Hey,
Yeah, sorry, you go, bro. Yeah.
I'm coming here for maybe a piece of advice because we're about to go on tour.
Yep.
And we're actually starting.
It's a little podcast tour.
Yes, we're starting in Aussie. So
Yeah.
our first one is next Thursday
Where?
at the Star in the Gold Coast,
Yeah.
and then the night after that we're at Enmore.
Awesome.
But we're new here, you know. Like
Yeah.
we haven't really done the live show thing. We've done one. You should see our rider. It's quite embarrassing actually. Like there's nothing on it. Like we're brand new.
Just
Really?
lollies.
This is the moment, guys. Like where you got to ask for stuff you would normally feel too bougie.
Like, that's what we're gonna
to
ask
be
you.
there, yeah.
On some real though,
Like, what
for
do we
live,
do?
What? Because it changes, right? It's totally different. What is like some real? If you know, here's some.
Because you've done
advice.
Enmore, right?
I've done, yeah.
yeah.
Enmore's like an amazing venue in Sydney. It's like everyone plays there, and there's so much history. But the best thing is you guys sit here, right, and you then read comments afterwards, right? Because that's how you get your feedback. People going, "Oh, I loved the show was killer. I loved this. You guys are funny. You guys blah blah." Whereas now you get
right there.
live feedback, and you can see what you do and how it affects people. You'll love it. It's the best thing ever. Like that.
Oof.
I live for touring. I love, and that's
It's because you can sing live.
Yeah, we don't have that luxury.
no, but
We can't pull out
80%
that
of these artists can't sing live. Eh?
you're very quick. The podcast. I mean, and you guys are killing it. No, obviously here in NZ, but you like massive in Australia, massive everywhere.
Oh,
like
thank
so, I don't know. When people come to your show, they've paid to be there. They want to be there, and they just want you. So it's just you'll be in the you'll love it.
Play that before we go out, boys.
But what I'll say
Clip
to
that.
you is, and you'll remember this, I do a lot of things in my life. Like I've sung at certain things where I should be nervous. Like, I did this massive thing. I wrote this song and I had to meet the Pope and stuff. And there was 500,000 people at this outdoor race course. There was 2 billion people watching or whatever. And then I did Eurovision. There's like 1 billion people or whatever watch it. I'm not nervous in those. I'm never nervous. When I'm nervous, racked full of nerves is the first show of any tour I do, because you put this tour together and you've rehearsed and so
Conceptual
much
and
has gone into it,
Yep.
but you don't know how it's going to go. I'm like shaking before the first. It's the only times I get like crazy nervous. You will feel like that, and literally after about 15 minutes of doing it, you'll breathe out and you'll be like, oh, it's okay. Because you've played out all the worst case scenarios. And then once you start it, and then you won't be nervous at all for the rest of the tour. You'll be sweet. Just get over that initial hump and you're sweet.
I appreciate that.
Unless it goes really bad.
Yes. 45 minutes.
Then you'll be nervous every show.
Love that. Thank you for that advice, bro. Appreciate you.
Oh,
That's
no,
awesome.
you'll kill it.
Guy, thank you so much for coming into the studio. As you can see, we are massive fans of yours. If you are around on Thursday, the 7th of August, the Star Theatre, hey, feel free to roll on into the Gold Coast, or Friday, the 8th of August, Enmore Theatre in Sydney. Ultimately, for us...
That's my album release date. 8th of
what a
August.
clash.
There you go.
During your show,
There you go.
just say, "Oh, we're here," but also it's Guy Sebastian's
I got you.
album is released
You
today.
don't think we are? We are going to do that. I got you.
We are
I got you,
100%
brother.
we'll shout it out. But thank you for your time, your energy, and just for being you. You've it's
pleasure.
so
Big
nice to
fan,
meet
man.
someone who is so comfortable in being them.
Oh, I appreciate you guys.
What's up, brother?
It's all I can be.
Thank you, bro.
This is The Shift. The Shift.
Go home, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go home.
The Morning Shift.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can refuse.
The Shift.
I love you.
This is The Shift.
Got him.
Okay.